Hello, testing, 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 testing. Is this thing on? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Shady Monkey Show. This is our first episode of the podcast. We have a very special guest. She's a cook, she's an author, she's a mother, she's a wonderful woman and friend. Purnima, welcome.
Welcome. Thank you.
Recently, you wrote a book
Yes.
called Rainbow After the Storm,
Yes.
which is a biography about your life.
Correct.
And what was the reason that made you decide to write this book?
The idea came 2012, and then finally we got it as a final product last year. And
So that last year, 2022?
22. Yes, and
So like 10 years in the
it took 10 years
in the making.
Yes. Well, because Pratik was small, my son. Basically, it's for him because I don't have my parents anymore. They are no more living. And then my brother, whom I was very attached to, he's not there. So I felt that who is going to tell my life story to my son? What I've been through or what my life was, my humble beginning from Dehradun to Edinburgh to Shenzhen. So I thought it's better to put it in a story type, so he can understand my whole life. And then I started writing it. Then something, like my brother became sick, then my mom was sick, etc., etc. And it just was put on hold. And then finally, I thought, no, and this COVID thing started. I thought time is precious and we must do it now. And I asked my husband if it's okay. And he said it's okay.
Was he at all hesitant at first?
No, he's very supportive of me in every aspect. Yes, he's a wonderful guy. And he said, okay. And then we wrote the book. So I was eager to find out if I can put it on the market, so to speak, as social media. And I sent the copy to one of the publishers in India. And they said, yes, it's very interesting. You can make, a book. But primarily it is just for my son.
Right.
And there is a letter in the book also saying that it is for him. He's not going to see the book he's seen the book, but he's not going to read the book till he's 18, because I'm going to wrap all what I've done in Shenzhen, from Edinburgh to Shenzhen, everything in a big box and nice.
It's like an 18th birthday time capsule of your life.
Yes, for him, yes. So I'm gathering everything from where I worked in Scottish Widows and British Telecom, little articles I did for Scottish Widows, everything. I don't have many pictures now because my mom's not there. She used to keep it in a big bundle when we used to go from Edinburgh, and it was a big bundle, and every time we used to leave home, he used to say, Mom, can we see the pictures? So we don't have them anymore. So he has it's just he doesn't know what my life was in India and in Scotland and now here. So he can only see what is here.
Right.
So I wanted to give him something which he'll remember, which he'll keep till his dying day. Right. And then he can tell his kids or wife or friends or whoever. If he feels happy, he can tell about my life.
Well, it's a very special story. It's full of mostly heartache.
It is, yes.
Yes. It's only in the beginning,
yes,
where you kind of meet the new hero of your life.
Yes.
And then in the end, but kind of like everywhere else in the book is kind of like
yes,
one tragedy after
yes,
another.
Absolutely, yes.
So, but I think it's an amazing gift that you've done for him, and I think it's good that you're waiting, for him to be older and a little bit more mature,
yes,
before he can fully, understand and appreciate, all the things that you've been through and, made you the person that you are today and person that you are as his mother.
Yes.
And then my guess is even probably when he reads it for the first time when he turns 18, he probably won't fully comprehend everything.
No,
but as he gets older and becomes more of an adult,
mature,
more mature, more wise, he'll even have a greater understanding and appreciation for it.
Yes. That's the reason why I said he can't read it till he's 18, because he wouldn't understand any of it.
Right.
And then obviously he has many questions. He was asking the other day, and I said, Pratik, you wait. You'll not understand now.
Right.
Because at this moment he'll think possibly he'll have negative thoughts.
Right.
And I want him to have all positive thoughts, because because now then he'll not be judgmental of me or my husband or my life. What if? So we've decided that he can read the book when he's 18 and he'll enjoy it. And I mean, he's very proud of me. He keeps on saying, Mom, I'm very proud of you for writing this book. And he feels that I'm special. I'm doing something like that. And I think all moms can do that, because, it's not just, not because I had different life or different childhood or something. Moms are the best. My mom, you would know, my mom was the best. And all moms do the best for their kids. They want, if they didn't, say for instance, yesterday he was eating something, and that was my favorite also. And he says, can I finish it? I said, okay, Pratik, you finish it. So it's okay. So that's how moms are. And I feel that someday when he has his own family, he'll understand that how can I say, how different my life was and how different is his life. And he can talk about me when I'm not here.
Right.
So this is a gift for him forever.
Yeah, and something that he can share with his kids in the future. This is your grandmother. It's something that most people don't have this kind of history about their mom or about their someone in their family. Very few people write a book about themselves.
Yes.
So it's truly a special thing that he'll have with him forever.
Because I was born in Delhi, and then I was raised with my other mother. I've got two moms.
Yes, well,
in a different way.
But the two moms, they're
sisters.
They're sisters.
Yes.
So you were born in Delhi, and then you moved.
I was raised with my other mom.
What was the city that you were?
Dehradun.
Dehradun. How far is that from
It's
Delhi?
about 500 kilometers from Delhi.
Okay.
Yes.
So
that's another something unusual from everybody's life, because your mom is your mom, but my mom is different mom.
So it's the sister.
Yes.
And because your biological mom's sister had problems with making a baby.
No, what happened was my biological mom had me,
right.
And then my other mom in Dehradun, she was trying very hard, and she couldn't have the babies, or she lost many.
Right, had a bunch of many miscarriages.
Many miscarriages, and then she tried to adopt, but it didn't happen. However, when I was born, my mom went to Delhi as soon as I was told. My mom went to Delhi, and my mom says to my other mom, I call her auntie, okay, because that's what.
So you call your biological mom auntie?
Auntie.
And then your auntie is you call your mom.
Yes. So when I was born, my mom went to Delhi, and my mom says, I'm taking her. And my biological mom says, okay. And that's it. And 6 months later, I was brought to Dehradun, and I was raised in Dehradun till I got married and came.
And it wasn't when you were about like 12 or something that then you realized.
Well, that, some people are jealous people, and they just
like the gossiping neighbors.
Yes, gossiping neighbors, and then you feel very insecure. And then you start having questions. So where's my mom like this? But I was one of the favorites of in Dehradun. We didn't have any problem. Like my mom was my best friend till her dying day. She was like, I'm the best.
Right.
She always used to say, "This is my best child." Never felt any different. We were given the best education, best school, best clothes, best everything. And my father, wonderful dad. No disrespect or nothing. It was just magic growing up in India with them.
And this is the father that had the printing press? Or
Yes.
So it wasn't your biological father that had the printing press?
No.
So
My Dehradun father.
Your Dehradun father. He had the printing press.
Yes. Bhaskar press. It was in three generations. My father, my grandfather, then my father, then my brother, and my niece. But 2020, I think they closed it because of the COVID.
Right.
Yeah, and there was no, and now everything is digital. Everything is so the advanced thing. And again, if you have like for upkeeping of your business, you need a lot of money.
The printing presses, are so expensive.
Yes. I remember my father used to, the printing press where you used to use your leg to move the machine. No electricity or that time, so my father used to have that.
That's very old.
Oh, yes. I've still got, maybe I've got it in my phone, that we purchased the printing press of a UK guy, and it was only 2,000 rupees or something. My father purchased it from, and it was called Bhaskar Press. I still write when I write letters home. I write to like Bhaskar Press. Yes, right. I never write no Bhaskar Press because for me, that's like memory or my home. So I always write, to like my mom Pratibha Rani or 13A Court Road Bhaskar Press. That's how I always write.
Yeah, that's so cool. Yeah, I'm in the printing business, so like
I can see the books.
Yeah, so like I think it's so cool that your family also has this
Yes.
this history,
Yes, we know binding, we know cutting, we know everything. Right. Oh yes, and the inks, and possibly you've never seen the little the keys to. They used to set the keys in the.
Oh, when they used to like the typesetting, and they'd have to type everything out.
Yes,
this is
Yes, Hindi was the worst. English you could say ABCD. Hindi is like so many letters, pinyin like Chinese. Pinyin and everything, so Hindi was very difficult.
And if you didn't put it in the letter in the exact spot, you could never find it again.
Yes. So. And it always used to be like upside down,
right?
Because it has
reversed,
to be, Yes, it has to be printed. So yes, we've seen all, and then ink. The guy used to put the ink on the blocks. What he used to type,
right?
And then used to take the paper out of the machine like this, and then. We had a binder, we had a cutter, all this, seen it all.
Yeah.
Yes, and then my brother, he got, I can't remember the name, he got it from Dusseldorf, and that was 8 or something colors he can print at one time. So he moved up with the
technology.
Yeah. But sadly, he's no more with us. He passed away.
And one thing that I really liked in your book was the memory of going upstairs to your father's personal library.
Oh, I loved it.
Right?
Loved it.
Do they still have this collection of books in the family?
No, gone.
All gone?
All gone, all
so
gone.
Sad.
Yes. Because my father was a publisher, and he also supplied books to schools. And we had some textbooks also for some schools. Like there is a big famous school, Doon School, St. Joseph's and St. Thomas's, where I studied. So Doon School, my father used to supply, we used to print junior physics books like what you have here. So my father used to print that book, and that used to be a textbook in the school. So we used to go to Doon School. Doon School is a very famous school in Dehradun. Rajiv Gandhi, have you heard of him? The Gandhi family. So many Bollywood actors and actresses, they studied there. So we used to go and, and we used to go, the guy, his name was G.C. Gupta, and we used to sit there. My father used to do the proofreading with him, and my father used to say, shh, no noise, because we were small, We used to just go for a run in the scooter with my dad, and because it was important customer, so to speak. and we used to just sit quietly, and we can see all the, because he's physics, so there was all the kind of jungle, but botany stuff, all the garden and everything. So these are my memories when my father had the books and the library.
Yeah. I can imagine, like, some of these old books are so expensive, and
Very
so rare.
expensive, very rare.
you
Yes,
know.
but I used to like reading Hindi books.
Mhm.
My favorite was Munshi Premchand, Amrita Pritam. All these ones I used to love reading. Then again, the novels started, all this goody stories and things. But yeah,
So let's talk about when you were in your 20s.
yes, 20s,
I was
yes.
20 when you got married,
Yes, I got married,
and
yes.
you were at the time living with your family.
Oh, yes, yes. In India, most people do. Nowadays, it's changed because kids they want to explore, they want to have a job
Have their
and
independence.
independence, yes. But yes, I was still with my parents. I had just finished my intermediate college and was still waiting for the result. And then I was married off and went to Scotland.
Yeah, I mean, it's such a crazy to get. I mean, it was an arranged marriage. Right.
It was not kind of an arranged marriage. It was like a semi-arranged marriage because independence in a sense, because I was not financially independent. So yeah, he's
Well, it wasn't like I guess what I wanted to clarify, it wasn't like a love marriage
no,
where
no,
you guys
no,
were dating.
no, no,
and
no,
you guys
no,
meet.
no, no, no. But I met him, of course. He's my cousin got married to his brother, and that's how I met him. And like all parents, they say, "Oh well, our daughter is eligible," blah blah blah. And if you know anybody, she would like to go to abroad or Scotland or whatever. And then then he said, "Can I speak with her?" And that's how it started. And he spoke with me, and he liked me, and he proposed, kind of thing.
But he proposed by asking your parents, right?
Yes, 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 yes.
So, I like your daughter.
Yeah.
I want her. Can I have her?
Can I have her? No.
They said yes, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
And then there was all the excitement about
Yes.
getting
arriving.
married
Yeah.
and the wedding, and you were in this kind of fantasy honeymoon state about
absolutely, yes.
being a future
Yes,
bride.
Yes, absolutely, yes.
And then the reality came crashing when
yes.
it was the wedding night.
Yeah.
Or I guess the first taste of what, for me, like when I read this part, I kind of laughed in the book. But it was the wedding night, and then everything was finished, and he was taking off his shoes, and his socks was full of holes, and you're thinking, like, what kind of person would wear, these kind of
and
broken holy socks to their wedding?
yes. Yeah.
And that's a very much like, for me, that was like very much just symbolic of what you're about to experience,
Yes,
with a life with him.
Absolutely, absolutely, yes, yes, yes. And then he asked me, he says, "Oh, but I mean," I said, "Oh, well, we grew up in a different environment," and then I said, "Oh, I'll bin them," kind of thing, and he says, "Oh, but no, I want you to darn them." I thought, "Oh, I know, I've never done anything like that."
Right.
So that's how the story starts, yeah. And yeah, we arrived in Edinburgh, and more heartache and everything, yes.
The crazy thing that was when you arrived, he was already married.
He was, yes, yes.
And this was to a Scottish woman?
Yes, yes, yes.
So, but did the questions I have about this situation is that, did his family in India know about this?
They knew.
So they knew he was already married.
Yes, yes, yes.
And knew that he was marrying you.
Yes.
That's crazy.
It is, yes, yes. It was detrimental. It was. He told me that he was. He.
But
had
your family didn't know. Nobody knew.
No,
right?
no, no,
Right?
no. He told me that he had a girlfriend, but we don't think like that,
Right.
And he has somebody, he said, but he didn't tell me he was physically, legally married to this person. So it was very shocking. Yes, shocking it was.
And with the kid.
And with
The kid was his?
Well, I was told no, but I don't know.
I mean,
I can't
she wasn't an Indian descent.
No, she was Scottish, yes.
And the kid was like a mix.
Mix, yes.
Okay. So definitely could have been his.
Could have been. I don't know because he says no, so I don't know. I have no idea.
Yeah, that would be like, and I'm surprised. Like, I mean, I'm sure you heard this many times. Is like, at that point, that's like the best reason for you to say, "Fuck it,
Yes.
I'm going back home."
Yes,
I didn't sign up for this.
Yes. I don't know why I stayed so long. That's what I feel.
And then you ended up, all four of you living together.
Yes.
Your
we were.
husband, the child,
Yes.
the first wife, and you as the second wife.
Yes.
I mean, that's totally wild.
Absurd. Yes. And then finally, I'm a timid type of person, so she used to fight with him.
Mm-hmm.
Then finally, she said, "No, I want her out," which is me. So I was.
This is why you were living together?
Yes.
Because when you first arrived, there was a big fight, and he had to put you away somewhere.
Yeah, he put me into. He had two homes,
Right.
so she stayed in one home, and I stayed in another home. But the shocking, nobody can even imagine. I mean, I went from a beautiful house,
Right.
loving family, and his house also in Dehradun was beautiful. But when I went to Edinburgh, the house was shocking. Oh my God, planks everywhere, rubbish everywhere, and
No furniture.
nothing. No cooking as I am.
Right.
No cooking facility. No shower. Nothing.
So how would you bathe?
Oh,
like with a bucket?
Well, the other house, which I eventually stayed in for so many years, that had a shower.
Right.
But again, that was another mess. It was not done up, no sofa, no cooking facility, nothing. And he had a shop.
Right.
So I used to run the shop. So we used to get up in the morning.
The shop was nicer than the house.
Yes.
At least it had a place for you to sit.
Yes. We used to get up in the morning and go and have breakfast there, do my lunch, in the evening have my dinner, and then I used to walk home to my home.
And both his first wife and you were at one point running the shop.
Yes.
And when did he have a marriage-like relationship with you and her at the same time?
Yes, I questioned that. And he says, that's none of my business.
Fuck. That's totally insane.
Yes, that's what he said. However, she was there for 5 years, and then finally she decided she's...
And you never told your family?
I didn't tell any of it till long time.
Right.
I thought, I was that patriotic wife. I wanted to make this no matter what, because that Indian stupid thing was in my brains.
Right.
That, I don't want to fail. I want to do this. And but I think the first time I got a nice
Smack.
slap on my face, that's when I think I told my mom, or not even me. I don't remember. I didn't even tell my mom. It was my friend. She asked if she can have my mom's address, and I didn't think anything of it, because anybody would want to write to it there, because it's all like auntie and uncle. We don't call them by their names, you see. So she says, I want to write to your mom. I said, okay. So I gave her the address, and and here she wrote in, because she's not Indian. She wrote
put
in
it out there.
She's from Muslim country, Pakistan. Okay, doesn't matter. But she's living in Edinburgh. She's British. So she wrote to my mom. That's when my mom knew. And then after that, my mom was never happy. So many times, so many upheavals, and that's how my life was until 1997, till I bought my house. But then again, that also became a disaster. So that's my story.
How long was it before he started getting physically abusive with you?
Oh, he was very aggressive. As soon as I said, I want to break off from you, I want to leave you, I want to go
But
back.
this wasn't for a while, right? Or was this? You didn't say that to him.
No, first I was okay, but you know because he didn't want any kids, and I of course I wanted a kid. I wanted to have kids,
I mean,
and
everything about you is, you're such a motherly type of person, So the fact that and that blew my mind in the story about what he did to you.
physically,
You know?
mentally abused me very badly.
Well, not only that, but about also preventing you from being a mother.
Yes. First time when I conceived, he asked me, because in foreign country or Western country, you can get rid of the baby, as they say. He told me it's not. I kept on saying it's a human life, and he says no, it's just an egg, blah 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 blah. And then he took me to this clinic, and and he said to me, don't tell them you can speak English, because I studied in a good school,
Right.
so I could speak English very well. And he said to the doctors, he said to me,
This was crazy.
That was I mean, all I could just do was put my head down, and I just cried. Every time I think of it, it still brings tears to my eyes. And he said to me, don't tell them that you can speak English, and let me do the talking. I said, okay. And he then, because they have to have consent of mother and father. And the doctor says, can we meet the father? And my so-called husband, he said, she doesn't know who the father is. And that was like a slap on my face, because he's there. He's like saying that I'm a bad person and I'm been sleeping around with other people. And that's what he said. And every time I went for termination, so to speak, I thought, I don't want to be with this guy. I don't want to be with this guy. And I was more, like I wanted to be away from this life. But somehow I was scared, no financial backup. Although my parents were, always backing me up. but self-confidence, I didn't have that I can do it. And that's why I just stayed on. And I just, at some point, I was just broken up. People say, I used to have very long hair up to my here on my thighs, yes, very long. And after the 1982, the termination I went for.
That was the first one?
No, that was the fourth one.
That was the fourth was the last one.
Last one, yes. 1980. That also, he was a bad person, because he said to me, it was my brother's wedding, the one who passed away, and I was expecting, and he said to me, you can go. And I was only there for 9 days or something, just for the wedding. And he says, when you come back, I'll go to India. And I thought, okay, when he goes, by the time he comes back, it'll be time that I can not
have the abortion.
Yeah.
Like it's been.
Past the time, whatever. And then when I came back, he says, "Oh, I'm not going. I'll be going after a few months." And then I had to go to another clinic in Edinburgh, and they said to me, "You have time to think, or would you rather have the child for adoption?" And I couldn't do that.
That'd be harder.
No, I
to give away the child that you deliver,
No, I couldn't. So I said, no, I couldn't.
Right.
And I went for the abortion. No.
Get a tissue.
It's okay. I went to Liverpool.
And at that time, you couldn't even have it in... Right after like three abortions,
no, you couldn't.
Illegally, they wouldn't allow more.
No. As in UK, you have national health And on national health, you can have 3, but the 4th one you have to have private. So I had to go to Liverpool.
Also, this just means that you have to do it
Money. You
on
have
your
to
own,
pay money.
pay yourself.
Yeah,
So they
yeah.
support 3, and then I got it.
Yeah.
I thought it
So-
was like a legal thing, or like
No,
your
it
body
was-
couldn't take it
no,
anymore,
no,
or something
no,
like that.
No. So I went to Liverpool and I got it there, and and when I came back, I didn't want to talk to him. I didn't want to see him. I just totally detest him. It's okay, thank you. And I had, as I said, I had very long hair. I just like, I didn't even comb my hair, and I just put a clip, and that's it.
Yeah, you let
So
yourself go for a while.
I was, yes. I mean,
Oh,
I
was
didn't
that
know.
was that the hardest one for you?
Yes, it was, because something.
That's the one that broke your spirit the most?
Yeah, something you
More than the
want.
first one?
Yes. First one, I was very stupid kind of thing because I didn't know much. I just arrived in Edinburgh and like this. So, but the other one was like, he kept on saying, if you did this, I would let you have the baby. If you did
like
this.
when you went to India, he said that if you don't tell your family,
Yeah.
when we go back, you can keep the baby.
Yeah,
you know?
he did. But he never did. Till today, or till I was there, he kept on, if you had done it, I would have let you have it. What do you mean by let you have?
Right.
It's my, my choice. But anyhow, and physically, mentally, just totally, I think, I'm a very bubbly person, as you would know.
Right.
And everything was like crushed. I was not the same person. I became very depressed. I don't like that word, but yeah, I did. And then eventually, of course, I broke off. And then I bought my own house. And my mom was very happy. She was the happiest person on earth to see me independent. But again, me being foolish, I got him back. And then,
Even finally, like, regarding the house, like, he never supported it. He said, you do it, but he did help pay the last payment, which
It
put
did.
his
very,
name.
very bad. I
you
tell
know?
you, because 2000, 1999 or 2000, I forget all these years, I get mixed up. And I bought the house in 1997. And 2002, my mom came. And it was 5 years when we bought the, what do you call?
The flat.
Yeah, and I took redundancy from British Telecom, and they gave me 20,000 to retire early, so to speak. Leave the job and they'll give me some money. So I grabbed the money,
Right.
obviously, and the house was only 33,000. So after paying 20,000, it was only 10,500 left. And I was foolish enough to put it in joint names. I should have done it like he's paid only 1/3, so he's the owner of 1/3. But I thought, no, it's my husband, etc., 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 etc.
Do you still have the house, or
Oh yes, but
it's still
no, he was living there.
no? But like to right now, the house is still,
Yes, I still have that house.
and he's living there
He
now.
was till last year, but now I don't know where he is, in India or wherever, I don't know.
He's still alive.
Oh, he's still living.
Still cursing you, probably.
Probably, yes.
You know.
Yes.
When was the last time you talked to him?
I don't talk to him.
No, so ever since
since I left, I don't want to talk to him.
you just hear about where he is from
Yeah,
family.
from family, yes. But not now. I'm not even interested.
Right.
I'm not. I don't want to know him. He's not a good person. Sorry. As
No,
much as-
he's a
Yeah.
terrible human being.
Yes, although he believes in Hare Krishna,
Mm-hmm.
he believes in Mormons, he believes in Buddhism, every religion you name it, and he's been. So
Well, believing in a God doesn't make you a good person.
no.
You know?
He took all my money. I mean, I worked part-time.
He took the best years of your life.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
I mean, maybe not the best years now.
Oh,
your-
I'm
but
having
like,
the best years
now
now.
you're having the best
Yes,
years, but like,
absolutely.
your youth, like,
Yes, my youth. Yes,
know.
yes, yes.
and
All.
you were with him for 20 years,
Oh, 1974 till 2007.
30 years. So I'm terrible at math.
30
1974,
something years. 30 something years.
30 something years.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
So like,
I met my husband 2007. 2005. I met Mahesh 2005.
so this is this is the most crazy and beautiful thing that happened. Like,
Yeah.
and your husband is a great deal younger than you.
Oh, yes, yes.
So-
yes, yes. Much younger.
How
I will
ma- how
not
ma-
go.
You don't want to say how
No.
many years younger? And
He's much younger than me.
yeah,
And but he's mature.
right.
Yes. And
So
he's
2005
I met him.
you met him, and then just because he was moving to Scotland,
Actually, the story is I worked in Scottish
and
Widows.
someone introduced you, said, "Hey,
Yeah.
he's a new guy in town. Can you show?"
No, it was not like that. I worked in Scottish Widows, and
Mm-hmm.
his friend, he used to, like, before you go upstairs in your department, there used to be a lounge, and there used to be PCs, and people could just do like emails or whatever, search Google and things. But that was just for the staff, and his friend used to sit and do his internet thing. And I just, because he's Indian, I just started chatting with him. Not chatting that way, but just say hello, hi,
Right.
kind of thing. And then one time I went to visit him as well. And then he said to me, he got my number, I got his number. And then one day I got a phone call. He said to me, "Oh, my friend is coming to Edinburgh. Can you, guide him, etc., etc." And I said, "Sure." And that's how I met my husband.
Yeah. That's such a sweet story.
Yeah. And he brought oranges and apples, which I
Which you rejected,
Yes, and he keeps on complaining till today. He didn't take my fruit from me. I thought he's come from India, he spent so much money on me. I shouldn't waste his money. So, but still today he says like this, he didn't take my oranges. Yeah. So, but he's a lovely, lovely person. Oh, I don't know. I really don't know how to thank God that.
Yeah, I mean, for me, like, this is kind of like
It's a magic story.
it's a miracle.
Miracle.
You
is
know,
what-
it's like almost like there's like two miracles in here. It's
Yeah.
like one is that Indians are very traditional.
Yeah.
Especially older Indians, right?
Yes.
Not so much, maybe not so much less of the younger generation.
Yes.
But like I would say, I'm like 43 now, so my generation and older of the Indians that I know are very traditional.
Yeah.
And so for him to fall in love with an older woman
Yes.
who is married,
Yes. Yes.
and then
It's definitely a Bollywood story.
it's it's the forbidden love. It's I always made fun of Bollywood movies because it's
Yeah,
always like
yes.
forbidden love stories,
Yes, yes,
and this is definitely like one of those. It was like forbidden love, and somehow
Yeah.
everything worked perfectly.
He's a wonderful guy.
And
And
so-
his family is wonderful.
How many years was it from when you first met him until finally you guys were officially together?
2005 we met, and I think 2006 or 7, 2005, 2006, we started staying together.
Okay,
And
as a
then-
couple.
Yes, as a couple.
And 2005, is that when he first joked? Is like, will you marry me?
Kind of.
Was that the first
Yeah,
year?
Yes, maybe next year.
Like-
2006, I'm not
Okay.
sure. Yes.
And you were not sure how to take that? It was like,
No, I
is he
was like,
serious?
yes,
Is he joking?
Yes, and my family was like, I think you shouldn't marry him. Even my friend, I don't know if you read the letter, which is from Yumiko.
Oh, the Japanese girl?
Yeah, I hadn't realized that she was not sure of him.
Yeah, she was skeptic, but she, in the letter, she
yes,
was,
she said, yes, I was not sure of Mahesh. And then he's a wonderful guy.
yeah, it's,
Very supportive of me in every aspect. Very, very. He let me do the cooking. I mean, not, because I do it from home, so I have to ask his permission. Not that way, but yeah, because people come home and
Yeah, sometimes it's strangers like me
Yeah.
for my first time
Yeah.
coming to your house.
yeah. So it's common courtesy, I guess,
Right.
to take respectful permission in a way. But yeah, he's very supportive. He supports me in every way, and physically, mentally, financially. You know, I have never, since I've been with my husband, I've never seen any bills, which is a great blessing, because in Edinburgh, I used to, gas bill, electricity bill.
Speaking of that, like, yeah, your first husband, he charged you to pick you up at the airport.
Yes.
After was it your father passed
Yes,
away?
my father passed away in 1995.
And you had to pay for the gas for him to pick you up.
Yes,
That's such a terrible man,
Yes, very bad. And I stayed in that messy house for so many years, and I paid £124 per week to him.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you
Plus
eventually
food.
got like a sofa and a chair and stuff.
Everything, yes. I got everything. I furnished my own house, sofa, what do you call, microwave, the fridge, the bed, the curtains, everything. And now he's got that house as well. So that's how sad story it is.
Yeah.
That's the way life is.
And the house that you purchased yourself is still both in your his and
Yes, unfortunately, yes.
So at some point you have to deal with that.
At the moment we're going to, yes. Hopefully I'll sort it out. It's going to be on the market.
You gonna sell it?
Yes. First I was going to buy it, but I decided against it because every time I'll go, it'll have bad memories. So we decided, even though I'm not going to live there.
Right.
First we were going to buy it, my husband and I, but then at the end we decided it was best let it go.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't, I mean, unless you want to just keep it as an investment, but
We can buy another better property. Why have the
The
property
bad
which has got
memory.
bad
The
memories?
bad memory.
Yes.
And so, and I thought it was so cute. Like you guys would like go to Disneyland and go hang out with your second husband's family,
Yes.
but you couldn't tell them,
Couldn't tell them.
Yes,
But they're okay now. They're very, very happy. And
At first, when he first presented, like, hey, I want to marry this woman, was his family a little bit?
Very apprehensive. I think the age was the only criteria.
Mm-hmm.
You would have the similar situation if Pratik comes and says to me, "Mom, I want to marry somebody
older
here," so
lady.
I would say, "Why?" And then there'll be questions, of course. So it was natural for them to react in this way. So I don't blame them in any way. And now we're best of friends. We just go out for meals. We go on holidays together. The kids are all three kids. My husband's brother's kids. He's got two, and my son. They're all like,
Super close.
yes, very close. Especially to my Pratik is very close to Rahul, his brother. Very, very close. They're just like, intermittent. They think alike. They have the same interests, the same goals and everything. So, and I wish really that they both together flourished like my husband and his brother, because they are very, very together. One is thinking and one is doing. One is doing, one is thinking.
Right.
That's how close they are, my husband and his brother. And in this day and age, this kind of relationship is very, very unique.
Yeah, definitely. And the last thing I wanted to talk about was the birth of your son,
Oh, my son, yes.
which I know that he's your whole life now.
Absolutely.
Your pride and joy. And
Absolutely, yes.
when you obviously you were trying to have a baby,
Yes.
but for being an older woman, it's very difficult.
Yes.
Were you surprised, or were you?
Very surprised. Very surprised.
So it wasn't like you were going to the doctor and the doctor was helping you be fertile. It was just like,
no.
wait a second, I might be pregnant.
Yes.
let's go to the doctor and check it out.
Yes.
You know,
Shocked
shocked.
was the word. Yes.
Because before that, you were probably thinking that probably your chance of having a baby is
Zero.
long gone.
Yes, zero.
Especially after being forced to have.
Yes, termination.
Four terminations was just super terrible for a woman's body.
Yes.
And then finally,
Yes, boom.
you know, you got it.
Yes. Oh, thrilled. My husband sent me a huge big tree of, I don't know, was it
Oranges?
thousand roses?
Right.
Yes, when I was expecting Pratik, yes. And nothing was spared, the best doctor, best everything. Fantastic, I couldn't have asked for a better life, really. I sometimes, you pinch yourself.
Just make sure it's not a dream.
Still, and I really don't know how to thank my husband or his family and God. Really, honestly, it's a wonderful life I've got. First, I was going to name the book "It's a Wonderful Life," but somebody suggested this. It is an appropriate title.
Yeah, I guess that the rainbow is your son.
Yes.
Right.
The storm was gone.
Everything else,
yes. So, yeah. Next time you must meet him as well.
Yeah, I'm looking for. I want to meet your husband too.
Yeah.
I feel like I know so much about him after.
Yes, he's a wonderful guy.
After reading this,
super guy, super guy. I mean, people will not understand, but possibly you can because you have little Indian in depth of you. For me, the whole my world is my son and my husband, and maybe the new generation will not understand, but for me, I treat my husband as God.
Right.
Really, I do, because I mean it from my heart. And anything I want to do, he's always, go for it. He never stops me. Only sometimes when he's not sure of something, he says, let's do it differently or something. But 99.9% is like, whatever you want to do, just be happy.
Nice.
And he's a very, very kind person, very generous. When my brother was sick, he was heartedly sent support, financial support. When my mom wanted to come here, he brought her here. Everything, in every way, is just wonderful.
No, you're a lucky woman.
Absolutely, no shadow of a doubt.
And it's such a difference, like 30 years of total blackness and darkness and pain.
Yes, pain.
Nobody
would even understand that pain.
And then finding somebody who's totally the opposite. Supportive, loving, caring, like, to spend time with you and be with you.
Yes. He doesn't like going out. He just likes to be at home with the family, Pratik and me. That's all.
Cooking. I like the part in the book where you're talking about like we're cooking together.
Yes.
And he's talking about after cooking with you, he was thinking about his mother's cooking and the recipes that she would save in a little book.
Yes. His mom was a very good cook, apparently, I've been told. She passed away when he was 17 or something. So, yeah, he lost the book as well, which he regrets because Pratik keeps on saying, I wanted to have that book, but no.
Yeah, the book must be...
is gone. Somebody took it.
You need to make sure that you make a cookbook.
I've started for Pratik, yes. That's the next.
Because your food is totally amazing,
Thank you. So. Well, we should open a restaurant, you and me.
I just got out of the restaurant business. I feel like it's
it's hard work.
Yeah, it's hard. It's not easy.
It's not easy, and the thing is, because you're the boss, because it's similar to having a shop. The product which is not sold, what to do with that? It's just waste.
Yeah.
So it's your money. So I understand. Yeah. And until you have a good, like, completely all the time busy. It doesn't happen like that, though.
Right.
Yeah.
I think like the idea of having like a food truck is much better than having a restaurant.
Yes,
you know,
yes.
at least like if you want to take a week off, you don't have to pay rent. You just got to park the truck somewhere.
Yes, somewhere, yes,
you know?
yes.
But I can definitely see your son being a chef someday.
I hope so. He loves cooking.
You
He
know?
loves cooking. Yes. He likes everything. But the worst part is he doesn't like taking instructions.
Well, that's all. That's for all kids.
Yeah, he doesn't
Are
like
like
it.
that.
Pratik, that much salt. No, I know.
I got it.
Yes.
Right?
And he flips.
Yeah. Well, he's still young. I mean, I think later on in life he'll respect your instructions more. But you know what? He's 12 right
He's
now.
going to be 12.
Yeah.
November.
So I mean, he's just naughty, rambunctious little boy.
13, not 13.
You know? So I'm sure in the future he will be much more open to listening to your cooking instructions. Right now he's too young,
Yes,
but the fact that he loves it, that's
he does.
you know,
Yes.
it's already an important step. Like for me, sometimes I think about my life, and if I wasn't a designer, I wish I would have followed like the culinary arts or become a chef or something like that. You know, I think cooking is one of the best things that people can do. You know, especially like in this day and age where everything is so processed, so much food is just has no nutritional value and is totally junk.
None.
You know, so having a real chef and someone who cares about ingredients and cooking things with love and this, such a blessing. It's such a blessing for people to eat that kind of food.
Yeah, if I say for instance, I watch a lot of these cooking things. The chef Sanjeev Kapoor and Ranbir Barar and all them. And then if I see something which like strike in my brains, I have to make it no matter what.
Right.
If I have the ingredients, I go quickly in the kitchen and I
just
start
bust it
preparing.
out.
Yeah. Or if I don't have, then I'm itching to do it. One time I must try whatever it is. If it comes out good, that's good. If it doesn't come out, then I say, okay, I'll try next time. So I keep on trying to perfect. The other day I was watching, because of the internet situation in here, I was watching this cooking show, and I thought, I'm not very fond of spinach. I thought I must try it because this looks intriguing.
Right.
And I made it yesterday.
That's what you sent me the picture of.
And it came out really
That looks
delicious.
Yeah.
I wish I had brought it. I forgot.
Right.
And and I sent it to my husband's sister-in-law, or my sister-in-law, and she loved it. She said very tasty, very yummy. So next time, that's an easy recipe. We can do it here next time. Very easy recipe, 5 minutes, and it's got pine nuts, it's got garlic, it's got onions, and it's got spinach, raisins.
That sounds delicious.
And paneer.
Right. Oh.
Yeah, it's super
I love
delicious.
paneer.
Yeah, super delicious.
All right. Well, we'll try it together. Just wanted to say thank you for coming.
Thank you.
The book was definitely
An eye-opener.
an eye opener. I don't want to say like I wanted to say like it was a pleasure to read.
Yes.
It was nice to read about your story, but the journey of your story was mostly sad.
Yes.
But I have so much more appreciation and understanding about you and the person that you are today, and it was a joy, So, Rainbow After the Storm, it's available right now. You can buy it.
Available, on all the Amazon. What's the other ones? I forget.
Kindle. You can read it as an ebook.
Yes.
Okay.
Every social media, it's available, and since I've been here in Shenzhen, China, I've been doing so many workshops.
Right.
I've been doing the humble beginning started with my son's school.
Right.
Then Mac Kitchen, then Sheko International, then Education First, and then home cooking.
Right.
I teach. Then I'm exploring other things as well.
If you'd love home cooking and you want to learn about Indian food, you can contact her. If you live in Shenzhen, she also sells chutneys and sweets and a bunch of other Indian type of food that you can buy online and she'll ship it to you. Thank you, Purnima. It's a pleasure.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
We're out.
Thank you.
Namaste.
Namaste.